Hello and welcome to this video. My name is Josephine. I am a freelance translator and I translate from English into Dutch and French into Dutch. In this series I am going to explain how to use SDL Trados Studio, and in this particular video we're going to see how to translate a document in SDL Trados Studio. Before we start, I am going to show you the document that I want to translate. It's a Word document. This is a text that I took from Wikipedia. As you can see, I changed the fonts. I put some text in bold, some text is bigger, and as you will see, it was very easy to maintain the same formatting in the target text with SDL Trados Studio. So I'm going back. I'm here in the Welcome tab. I will go under Projects down here. And as you can see, I have already created a project. I will click on it, and you see here the file that I'm going to translate. I'll click, and here we are. You can change the project settings here. You can, among other things, add translation memories, and you can also change other things. I will close this for now because we're good. And you can see down here that we're going to translate from English UK into Dutch Netherlands. You can also see that for now we have done 0%. So as we will do the translation, this percentage will go up, and you can see here your progress. So here on the left we have the English source text. Here on the right we'll have the Dutch target text. In the middle you can see the status of the different segments. The status here is not translated, and this will change once we start translating. For example, we will translate this first segment. As you can see, in the target text we have the same font and we have the same color of the text and the same size, so that's very easy. So we have translated this segment and we will confirm the segment. You can do this in two ways. You can right click here and then change the segment status to translated. What we can also do is Control and Enter, and you can see that the status of the translation is now translated. So we will go on. Now let's imagine that we want to have the same content in the source segment as in the target segment. What you can do then is right click here and click Copy Source to Target, like this. So we can even choose to change the segment status into translated, but obviously that is not what I want. So I can, once the segment is confirmed, click again and remove the text. Remove the text. And you can see now that the status of the segment is draft. That means that we have started it, but it's not confirmed yet. So what we will actually do is we will translate the entire text, and I will get back to you after that. So you can see that we have now translated different segments, and you can see that as we do the translation, the percentage is going up. So we have to go to 100%. It's very important to confirm all the segments before you finish the translation, because by confirming segments you will store them in your translation memory, ready to be used for another time. So we are going to finish the translation now. So we are done now. You can see that our translation is at 100%. But before we finish this up, I want to show you something. I have finished this translation, but imagine that here I am not too sure. Like, let's change some things here. I am not sure how to translate Middle Ages. So what I can do is I select this word, and you can see up here that we have examples from previously translated segments with this word, so that we can see how it was translated previously. What we can also do is select this, click F3, and we will have other examples. So we know now how to translate this. We translate this as Middeleeuwen. And we can reconfirm this segment, and it's at 100% now. What we can also do to finish this up is we can use one of the options here in the Home tab. We mainly find the same options that we have already encountered. You can cut, copy or paste. You can use bold, italic and other options. What I can also do is here we find confirm, copy source to target, and all the other options that we have down here as well. And finally we also have find and replace. For example, if I click on replace and I want to, for example, find the word Middeleeuwen, and I want to replace it with, for example, Middeleeuwen without a capital letter. What I can do is find next, and here we have Middeleeuwen. So if I want to replace this, I can do this, and you can see the difference here. And if I want to do this here and here as well, then we have done it and we found no more matches. I can close this. To be sure, I will reconfirm the segments and make sure that they're at 100%. We can run some quality checks. I will see that more in detail in another video. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to export the file. We can go to File, and we can click on Save Target As. I will go back here, and what I will do is I call this Trados example NL to indicate that this is the source text which is translated into the target text. This is the target text. I'll click on Save, and when I go here, I now have my translation. I'll click on it. This is the English text, and this is the Dutch text. And you can see that my Dutch text has the same formatting as the English source text. I will close this now. I will close this. I will go back to Trados. And you have now learned how to translate a document in SDL Trados Studio.